Hello, folks. How you doing? So I know part of you have seen videos of me singing. So how you doing? To all the people in any part of the world, or I'm saying I'm reporting from my room, and I'm gonna ask somebody else, or I might just say I need a freaking build my YouTube channel and I want to find this kind of new circle of friends, right? So, just let me introduce myself and let me just say that if I want to build this circle and I want you to support me and where I'm going and what is my plan for the future. Okay, I have been doing this YouTube thing since the beginning. I put out random stuff where I went. Is so exciting, all right? So looking through towns and looking through other places in part of the world, well, I mean, this is kind of odd. Like I say, what, you're crazy? How the hell are you gonna live by yourself doing this? All right? Some people are crazy enough to do things like this, like YouTube, and they have succeeded, right? So this is one thing about life situations. You go to a new place, you learn something new. So if you learn something new, go get it. My ambitions to is to do this. I'm doing YouTube, and then I have seen that that people like that are like they have their own ambitions, their dreams, and what they have conquered within their dreams, they have succeeded for the best. And I would say there's some few YouTubers that have blocked me from Twitter. One person in particular blocked from Twitter because we need to build a bond of that part of the circle. I mean, this is for where I'm gonna think, where I'm doing, and what would be known for me. It would be an interesting story about me, right? So if you have never or have you live under a rock, right? So I'm Miguel, Angel Alarcon, born in New Jersey. My parents are from Colombia, right? So the thing of my life would be interesting. I was like in, especially for someone that I'm not gonna mention her name, but this is why I'm saying to this to the from one particular YouTuber who have decided to live outside their country of origin. So what I'm gonna tell about this, I have done a bunch of stuff. I have done YouTube since '06 or something like that, or since, yeah, I mean simply is because this is all what I try to do. I'm just trying to get my audience. I want to see why is the inspiration why I get YouTube for real. I have been just studying. I've always like those dreams. It would be barriers, but people could have big dreams. One of my biggest dreams is going to one particular country that I wanted to go, right? So, I mean, I'm learning Japanese. Well, that's a country I wanted to go. Even though I've been in Canada, and from one YouTuber who is from over there and living at a place that I wanted to go. I mean, congratulations, and kudos to you, and kudos to anybody who just decided to live outside their own country of origin, kudos, okay? So, even though I was born in the United States, I love the United States as I love other parts of the world. I love Canada. So what it is about all this thing, that these barriers over a virus has just changed our lives, right? Why does it change our lives? Because I am very worrisome for some certain people who just have their governments more relaxed, it's more relaxed in the ways that, for you guys, I suggest you to stay at your homes, stay at your houses. Don't be ignorant. Don't say, "Oh, leave me alone. You're a pain in the ass." Like, mind your own damn business. Well, somebody to say to mind my own business, or say that I'm being rude about things. This is just to one particular special person who was a Facebook friend for a while. I mean, this individual, she just, write to me and said things like that one thing will dance with me and all that stuff. This is before this coronavirus situation came in the way. I mean, like then it spread to China, because the plan is to go where I want to go, but they just added China and the Asia tour. My bad, and my dad and me supposed to go there and then meet this woman in Japan. It would be like, yeah, I had a crush on her or something like that. Yeah, I do had a crush, but then I just suddenly, like, I feel something that I feel. This is where I was worried about this thing spreading all over the world. So, for the folks who is living in Germany, or for the folks living in Canada, I hope you guys are okay, because same like what happened in the United States is gonna happen in another country, the country that I wanted to go, and things got, there is no, the worst thing is they don't have enough tests, and they didn't. You look, people, just because one country want to be predominant with themselves and say, okay, that's not us, all right. This thing, this virus don't look through barriers, doesn't give a damn, doesn't just saying, oh my god, you know what, it happened with AIDS, when some certain country says, okay, I'm not gonna get AIDS, man, like, we're freaking, what the heck. AIDS has been, destroying people's lives, and change people's lives, and then with this is kind of like totally different. So, what I said to you, especially for folks who are who are immigrants, or people who like live in Japan, who are not from over there, and like tell me the experience and tell me what we could do, because this is just saying to different towns and saying Tokyo Olympics. This is just like having that it's gonna be postponed until 2021. Was 2021 would be? Wait a minute, certain countries are going to the Italy route. The United States already been to the Italy route, and look what happened. Japan is going to the Italy route. Holland might go to the South Korean route. I believe that Holland or the Netherlands is going to this, is more going towards the South Korean route, while Japan goes more to the Italy route. That's true. I'm not lying, because they don't have the like enough tests, and they think, Okay, it's not gonna happen to us. No, no. Look, folks from there, Abby, your country is going to the Italy route. The Netherlands is going to the South Korea route. Why? I dream about this. I dream about this because it is. Japan is the Italy route. Netherlands is the South Korea route. Put it that way. That's the truth. Japan is going the Italian way. The Netherlands or Holland is going the South Korea way. Yeah, and that's talking facts right there. Talking facts right there because I dream about it. So, mention that 2021 or what else 2022, what's next? This is kind of harsh that you set it up and then people thinking, look, this virus is ain't no joke. It's not a joke, right? So why it is not a joke? Because I see how people are. I'm just following this these news of one certain town, and one certain town in particular. I mean, I would just settle up right there in the middle. Tokyo could be awesome, and yes, it's a big town. It's like saying New York. If I want to like stay, this is Miami, Florida, but if I want to stay like in a big town and crowded, I don't know, right here in the United States, I could go to New York. New York, you have the ball drop. I never got to see the ball drop. It's like New Year's Eve, and when there's New Year's Eve in Times Square, you see the ball drop and stuff. That's I wanted to go to New York at the end of the year since the end of 1999, beginning of 2000, since the end of 1999. That's just my way of saying, yes, let's go New York, celebrate New Year's in Times Square. Yeah, but things this 2020, it would be, I believe that this year 2020 would be a great year, the great year that I could just finally go to the place I wanted to dream about. Even though just really thinking of going to China, thinking of like let's go to Hong Kong, right? But then the place that I wanted to be about, and this YouTuber, I'm not fitting this person who is a Facebook friend. She doesn't have a YouTube video, even though I seen some account with her, with somebody with the same name as her. But this person eventually, I mean, we're like, let's say, oh yeah, let's meet somewhere in Kyoto or Osaka or something like that. And she dances and she sings. I mean, opera singer, put it that way. And and then after that, I'm just like worried about what happened with this COVID-19 or something like. To the person who you said that I am annoying, this is me. I'm not an annoying person. All I am is a person. I don't want to cry, but I am a person that care about you. And even folks, I'm not gonna mention her name, but I'm talking to her. I'm caring about you. I'm so worried about you. And even though I seen pictures and all this stuff, why I fake my death? I believe that, and then there's some fool who passes by somebody else, and they just put pictures of some model, like probably a porn star or something. Like these fake people are like the ones that screwing me over, screwing my feelings over. And this is where I get. And to this person that I'm talking to, we were talking so much about that. Where is this thing about mannerism within your culture? And then even though it's a country so far away, 7,000 miles from where I'm at, where is that? Where is that caring for the person who just felt all right? It made me felt bad because blocking me over and all that stuff. I'm just like crying like a baby nonstop, you know. crying like nonstop. Like if right here in the United States they have the rabbit called the Energizer Bunny. It's like going and going and going nonstop. It's like that. I'm like just the Energizer Bunny, but like crying, like the Energizer Bunny. Yeah, but crying. That's what happened, and that's what you did to me. It's not like I'm gonna say that. I'm just try to say that I have feelings. When I have feelings, I feel hurt. I feel like somebody is ignoring me. You are ignoring me, and I know I'm not gonna mention her name, but if she is watching this, okay. So this is what I have done in my life within my years of life. I have been in special education. I have been studying website administrator and all that stuff. I got into YouTube and have been a lot of things of some fake man. I'm some fake dude try to pretend in the Yahoo chat days. I'm like, they pretend to. I have some friends along the way with the Yahoo chat, but this dude who pretends to be somebody else, try to waste my time. And there's other people wasting my time, wasting people's time. Like they go up, oh, let's meet somewhere, and they never show up. Or sometimes they screw you over and steal your money. I'm not that kind of fool, but I know I am this kind of person who is of this kind of mentality of a person who knows that what I call this. I am the person who is this man. I am a man who has this mentality of this one girl guy. Why do I have this mentality of a one girl guy? A one girl guy who is just, that means that this guy only has one girl and doesn't have a bunch of girlfriends, like changing shirts, like a one woman man, right? That's the kind of thinking I have. So even though I feel like crap, but at the end, it's heck of a time, Let's look at the sunny side of things. But yes, I definitely there's days that are like feeling like crap, and then there's days that I'm okay. I'm just okay, right? So this is what this coronavirus has been done to me and to everybody else. Ruin lives. This virus has ruined our lives completely. Why it has ruined our lives is just have a different shift in life. They just make us like to sit down, watch some movies on TV, and so on. So why is why does people come and invent viruses for no reason to screw us over? I mean, the elite, the Illuminati, has involved in all these things, and that like this is more like a Weird Al Yankovic song instead of royals, aluminum foil. That I mean, they just come and get at these governments or these Illuminati people, and then they just come and blaming everybody. They get everybody to blame, and then yes, it is what it is. And sometimes mainstream media is full of crap. They just talk BS of anything. They all talk BS, and we're like, who you gonna believe? Fox, CNN, NBC, whoever. Things have to be very clear as possible than within these times that we have living for. I know that I'm looking towards a town, and then one town that I said, let's meet up, and this is where I wanted to see how's life. somewhere else. So yes, I would say there is one route and people are going to a different route. People were going to a different route, and then yes, that's what I heard. That's that I heard about. Yeah, about what's life in Japan like, and whatnot. I never been there, but and then I've seen some YouTube videos, and then I was learning about different towns, not just Tokyo, probably Osaka, Fukuoka. That's one town I'm like just saying. I heard it. They just made a song out of that, and then what else? Hey, I'm saying that that each country could be multicultural, and I was in Colombia and with my dad and chilling with my dad and taking tango a little bit. I just seen in the TV, and then I seen some TV in that town. I don't know is like telling to one of a few people who wanted to subscribe to my channel, and I need 1,000 subscribers. I wanted to be monetized. So to one particular person who lived in that town that I mentioned, like Juan Luis Guerra was singing about that town. Like they saying Frank Sinatra sang about New York, and then Juan Luis Guerra was singing about Fukuoka, right? It's in Spanish, but how is that town? What is it like in seen to be interest? I'm just saying for people who live there and you want to help me out, like, hey, I'm here, where I could go to church over there, where I could see and visit places just like a visitor from somebody from out of town. I mean, this would be exciting that I could call this person who just saying who could adopt that said who have blocked me. I'm not gonna say her name, but that is just even for one person who I visit one country. I mean, there's one country that I visit. Yeah, I visit Canada. It's nice. People are cool over there. I mean, this is just a place that I visit. I visit that place, Colombia. Uh, what else I could do? Oh, and talking about DJs. I mean, when like this DJ thing. Let's see, there's just a side or somebody ain't gonna help me with DJs. I need to like help with certain DJs or something like that. What's the catch in this? Becoming big outside your own land? That's what people might just saying. Who's gonna be big outside their own land? Hey, when people become big outside their own lands, go for it. I mean, look at Jim Carrey. He was born in Canada and became a popular movie star here in Hollywood. I mean, living in Miami, Florida, but in Hollywood. Shoot, The Mask. Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. Hey, it's just saying dreams could be big. And then I've seen the like New York, as they since like Frank Sinatra said, if you make it there, you can make it anywhere. And then like New York right there is messed up. like New York could make it in the wrong side of the barrel, like the U.S. became #1 of the coronavirus situation, even though we have tests and we know okay everybody is screwed. I mean, during lockdown, how was the lockdown in of where you're at? So I might just say this: I am not crazy, but I mean to the person who just say that Okay, meet me on in Osaka or Kyoto, right? You know something. Before all this, you were so nice to me. I mean, you were so nice to me. This is like to a woman that I think that she needs to understand that she was nice. You were so nice to me. I mean, after all this, and I said to seen the last thing I seen of cherry blossoms or whatever it is. I say stay your house all the time. It's not to be rude or annoying. It is more for for your own safety and your own concern because I don't want you to get sick. Yes, or I don't want anybody to get sick, dude. I mean, people, I don't want anybody to get sick, but please, I need the support of subscriptions, even though I have been loved and hated. Yes, there are people who hate me from people from all over the world. I mean, it is what it is. I need some love. I need some love, people. I need just some love for me, and please give me the support of supporting me of having one bit. Even though I'm in doing Patreon, and I don't know what happened with Patreon, but yes, Patreon is something that I was saying. I'm just thinking about it. Like the support of 1,000 subscribers to monetize my channel, so like I could get off this idiotic. I don't know where my life is gonna go, but if this woman rejects me, I will go to the sexless route. Be a priest if that would be a possibility. So I know that it is to help and find out like somebody like me if I want to make it big, no matter where I stand, even here in Miami, Florida, or New York, or in Fukuoka. Well, that's just the folks over there like who lives there. Like one day I might just plan to say, you know what, I might just get in the town and meet some friends. I could go to Tokyo, I could go and meet friends and meet people over there, but I want to just meet friends in that other town, right? So where could I just saying, you know what, I'm gonna get out people, have a circle of friends, meet this woman who just don't understand that I care about. And what was going on in this is like if I meet a kind of friends, a circle of friends, then things will be better off for me. So this is what I do. I do YouTube videos. I'm just saying you didn't see how the video about back in the day. Back in the day is kind of funny, right? So back in the day, it says how things are back in the day, right? Back in the day, it's kind of different. Things were different. Things were like, after all this, things will never be the same. It has never been the same because at least governments they're not looking the other way. They're less just or they're just like careless or whatever it is. They worry about one thing. They worry about one event. A freaking event like the Olympics could wait, but people are more important than just an event and just having this picture of honor to saying, okay, we have this event, we could do it as soon as possible. Having this pride, with all the pride is just going, toss it out the window, right? Those people who has this kind of pride or something like that, I mean, look at for example, countries to follow in the footsteps in what it is just to fix things up, and we could fix things up no matter what. I mean, the best solution until they find a cure about this thing is to stay at your houses. Stay at your houses and just have this motivation of being creative. I mean, this time, even though I don't feel right, but then it just made us be creative in things, you know? So tell me about it. Tell me about how's life? How you could handle the COVID-19, especially with the folks living in Fukuoka and any other part of the world. Please write me comments. Tell me what you're doing. What makes you creative? What makes you creative thing? Because I was just going to the gym, and after the gym, I was just jumping rope. I was jumping rope. Why I was jumping rope? Because gyms were to close, and I don't want to get sick. And this is the reason why. So this thing or this pandemic has get us going crazy. The world has gone crazy, and the reason why some countries like some parts of Europe, not just Italy or Spain, but some parts of like Germany, the Netherlands, are taking things very seriously, and other parts of the world are taking things more seriously. They're getting their stuff together. Why they're getting their stuff together better off than just a few countries that just never get involved, especially the U.S. and Japan. The U.S. already have resolved that like oh, there's more cases, and the other one, our allies in the Far East have need to not to have tested because they want to get the pride and wait for just hit the games. They need to get tested, right? People need to get tested to see if they're sick because nobody is gonna look like a joke to them. And then like see countries like in Europe or South Korea and probably China outshining, even outshining us. This is seriously, don't they take this COVID-19? WHO could be right. WHO would be right. They just sided with the side of Germany, the Netherlands, and probably the Nordic countries, and see that okay, let's put these countries are the model countries that they showed that they prevent this thing the right way as they did. Why? Because they have to do what they have to do, and stricter laws and staying at home would be the best solution than getting screwed and sick and God knows what was gonna come at the end for the worst. Stay safe, everybody. Just write me a comment. I like to hear from you. I like to hear from you. I think one singer she is living at her own country. Her own country is outperforming Japan in this COVID-19 situation, even though it's growing over there. I mean, I'm just talking about Ivana. Her country is doing out better. They're like, you know what? That country is gonna go into the South Korean route. I bet it's gonna go to the way of South Korea. So subscribe to the Embargo Man channel and write me a comment. Feel free to write a comment, no matter what, because this thing is seriously, it's no joke. Corona ain't no joke, man. Goodbye.